Testing 1, 2. Testing 1, 2. Testing 1, 2. Here it is. And we're going live. Hopefully everybody can hear me. Testing 1, 2. Testing 1, 2. Testing 1, 2. Yes. And this is just a test. We are up late at night. And basically, we are running another test. We'll see who's up. Yes. Just testing equipment, testing the setup. Woo. artifacts and things in the camera, which is crazy because the view out ain't got none of that on it. All right. It's like processing issues to me. All right, let's get into it. I've belabored the time long enough. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for you know coming to see me. People pop in, we'll start talking and whatnot. Really, this is just a test. I'm trying to test to see how the audio sounds. People pop in, we'll start talking and whatnot. Yeah. So, what do I got going on? Um, camera displaying what I want to. All right. So, I kind of come on and sometimes I just talk about, a little bit of stuff that I got going on and things that are taking place in my life. You know, um, we back up and running. We're doing things, and really, this is just a test. But still, everybody that knows Day Sun and Civil Days music or may not know, I am a music producer. I'm a writer. Um, I am. I'm a father. I'm a husband. I'm a follower of Christ. I'm a cybersecurity professor. I'm a number of different things. You know, um, my weapons of choice when it comes to music. I use Ableton Live. I love Ableton. I have the Push 2. I'm not so excited about the Push 3, even though I ultimately was in the beginning. Let's see what else. I also use, in terms of MIDI controllers, I use and this is the Launch Key. This is the MK3 Innovation Launch Key Mini. I use this, and I use this to trigger a lot of my keyboards because a lot of people ask me, do I use Pad Perform? And no, I don't use Pad Perform that much, even though I could. You know, um, if I want to tap out something real quick, I'll tap it out. But I like to play. I like to actually like play my basses and keys and chords, and I use this to do that. So this is a great little tool. It's not that expensive. I eventually want to get the Akai. I believe it's the 31 key joint, the MIDI controller, the MPK Mini 31 key one. And I use that with the my MPC Live 2. I have my MPC Live 2 right here that I use quite a bit. So I have the MPC Live 2. Of course, we got rid of the Maschine Plus. I talked about it. A lot of people were like, we got two people in here. What's up, everybody? What's going on? But I got rid of the Machine Plus, and it was because I felt it was bulky. It was a great attempt, to do a standalone. Like most people tell me, you got to understand um, what they do. You know what I mean? And they're good at software. They're good at sounds. You know, maybe the next iteration will be something better than what we currently have. And I've seen a lot of people make some dope beats with it. I made some dope beats with it, but there are just a lot of limitations. There are a lot of limitations. And those limitations, kind of prevent you from moving forward. Some people are like, don't do that for me, but I'm a different individual for the things I wanted to do. A lot of people compare the sound in the MPC Live 2 to the, to the to the Machine Plus, and I just want to say that they sound the same to me. I put them head to head sound, and actually this edged out. So some people are like, "Oh, you crazy, you tripping," but to me, this edged out. So I stuck with this, got rid of that. Um, Kind of wish I had the MK2 instead. Um, that would have been a better fit for me instead of the Machine Plus. Um, don't get me wrong. When I first got it, I was happy. I was like a kid in the candy store. But I just think the MK3 is a better product. I'm not saying it was a total wash of a product. It just didn't fit me and what I wanted. And you can ask why, and I'll tell you. I'll give you the pros. The pros, you have the machine workflow. Machine workflow is easy, it's fast, it's quick. Not only that, you have the filing system machine, the ability to save, your favorites quick. Just, click your favorites and you can have your favorites in a list. That's one thing I wish this had. Instead of having to make a program, you know, let's make this so that, you have, when you click when you get like a drum, you can just put that into a favorites. And people can say, yeah, you got the five buttons at the top. No, that's a category list. I'm talking about making my favorite categories. But I will say it does force you to make drum packs and programs. And I do like how you can go in and you can, like you can layer sounds and you can do different things and add effects to it. Even in sampling in. Like if you notice, I have this MIDI'd up. So this is MIDI to my audio interface, and I record directly from the computer to here. You know, so you know one one of, one of the reasons why I kind of sorry. One of the reasons why I kind of you know I didn't want to part ways with it. Plus, man, it's like Machine Plus is a beautiful, beautiful looking device. Definitely, you back to my gear. Also, I have the handy dandy, the trusty, the great SP404. Man, I am loving this thing. I am really loving it. Diving into it better. It's easier to work with, which is really good. So, I'm making a number of different beats. Vince, peace, brother. What's up with you? How you feeling? Um, Advanced Instinct. I got, I'm just making a bunch of beats with it, learning this tool, getting better with it, you know, studying as well, you know. Yeah, it's good. I'm telling you, it's really good. I mean, the more you learn, the more you learn about the effects, the more you learn how to make a sample, the more you learn how to affect the sample, pitch, and the different things you can do to it. And now you have the effects. So you have the six effects that are around it, and then you have the 32 multi effects where you can have effects on your bus one, bus two, effects on bus three and bus four, and it's just, I mean, it's cool. Now making a pattern in here is pretty good. I just got to learn how to make a whole project, and after making a whole project, I already know how to connect it to Ableton and get the sound to get to Ableton, and I released a video about the USB port and how good the USB port is, and how you can MIDI as well as you can transfer sounds. So you can export sounds as well as you can import sounds through this. And with the MIDI, you can record and just make your own sample packs and things of that nature. I got a lot of ideas coming of some things that I have to do, and some beats I've been working on. You know, let's see here. I don't know how the sound's gonna come out with this one, but this was just one I was just working on. See, I haven't learned how to work it yet, and yo, man, take the time, piece by piece. Just put some, format an SD card, put some samples on it. After you sample, watch a couple videos that teach you how to sample. You know what I mean? And It's easy. Like once you put your samples, you can import your samples. I mean, holding shift and pad 14, that's import. Once you import, then you can chop your samples. You can put drums on different pads, but the key of it is like recording patterns and the ability to record, and you can rehearse before you actually put it to pad. And I think that's cool. I'm telling you, man. I had to turn it down. I don't know how good that sounds. So, and I just got through watching a video on effects, how to make your bus effects. It's so many things you can do. You can affect the group. You can change the group. Tap tempo, all that stuff. I'm gonna dive more into it. And, I'm gonna do what Myron Golden said. He said, you got to make an offer. Once you make an offer, that offer, basically a business offer, you get to keep the business offer. If you have an asset, the money goes with the asset. So the offer in most cases will act like an asset. So you can give someone something, but if you teach them how to use it, then you'll always be able to offer that to someone else. So yeah, man. So that's what I have. And of course, so I have the Ableton and the Push 2. You said, indeed, I got to get on it to tell you the truth. It is intimidating, man. It is intimidating just from the look of it. But I'm telling you, the more you learn about it, and do what I do. If you watch a video and get your notepad and write everything down, because that's what I've been doing. I've been looking at the manual, looking at the shortcuts, going over the shortcuts, and then I have two notebooks. One note, I just don't have the other notebook in front of me right now, so I'll sit there and I will jot down what I'm doing. So say like if I need to, I want to know how to place take the whole group and pitch it down. You just go into pitch. Oh, I gotta get out of where I'm at. Tanner. You can go into pitch. Once you go into pitch, you hold the remain button, and go to a particular group, and you can change the pitch on that entire group just by holding the remain. So it's things like that. But the only reason why I know that is because I was watching my man Very Sick Beats. And after I watched him, I went ahead and I just wrote down everything he was doing. You know, that's for us that sometimes we don't want to dig into the manual. Pause. We don't want to get into the manual. But once you take the time to really, I do read the manual sometimes. Sometimes you just want a quick response and answer. So that's the one another thing I want to try to do. I want to try to help people, answer their questions and try to make this, easier than it could. So, and my goal is to integrate because I want to make music. I want to, I want to create a movement. You know, you want to. The bigger goal is to create a movement, not just to get followers, not just to get subscribers. To create a movement. Provide income and help to others and aid others. But it's a nice piece, man. It's a SP44 MK2. I see the rave and I understand why people really like it so much. So, in terms of equipment, my MIDI controller. Let me switch my view for a second. So, my MIDI controller right here. My MIDI controller is basically I got this a long time ago, like in 2014, 2015. My wife bought this for me. I'm not sure. But this is the Novation Impulse. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I would love to have the Arturia joint. I really want that Arturia. No, another nice one too is the MPC Key 61. Not many people are really talking about it like that, but it's a nice. But this is a great MIDI controller. I actually went to a church event and I saw someone and they were using this to play, and I was like looking at it, and I said, "Oh man, I want that keyboard, that MIDI controller." And I asked the keyboardist about it. He says it's a great board. So this was a while back. So and I started out with the M audio. It's funny, my daughter was cleaning up her room. She brought it down, and I was like, "Whoa, been a long time since I saw that one." So um, that's kind of where I started. I started with that MK, that M audio joint, the gray one, 61 key. You know, and moved up from there. So this is what I used here. Of course, my trusty MPC. Love the MPC. Got the Novation, as you can see, Novation Impulse, Novation Launch Key Mini. And crazy thing is, I got this because I wanted to make beats on the fly in Ableton. And I always tell people about my ski beat story. And my ski beat story was, I bought a laptop, and when I bought the laptop, I stored everything in OneDrive, and I didn't have an internet connection. One girl, I brought this up to my students. She was like, "Well, Mr. Helton, why weren't you able to?" I said, "Because the programs were too large and I didn't have an internet connection. And I wouldn't be able to download all of the programs, even though they were stored in OneDrive. It was just too much." So, and, got the push, SP44. I have a mixer. And the mixer that I got, this mixer was basically you said you got the Arturia Keylab 61. Yeah, man. I want that. I think that's a nice keyboard, right? MIDI controller right there. Yep. And I got a mixer, so I run everything through the mixer. And this mixer was a television mixer that the school I used to teach at used. And they were no longer using it. So I asked for it. I didn't take it. I asked for it because it was just sitting there. I said, "Well, can I have it?" And it actually sat in my house for maybe like 3 to 5 years. Or I should say 4 to 5 years. And then one day I just picked it up. We started having church in the basement, and praising. And I said, "Let me take this mixer and start using this mixer." So that's how I started using that mixer. And then I brought this drum set over here for my daughter. So she'd be like, "That's my drum set, Daddy." And I'll be like, "Yeah, it's kind of like both of ours." But yeah, but so she's the drummer for the church. And, I just want to put music in there. And also, I always tell people, she's going to take me to the Grammys. I'm going to find a video of her playing the drums, you know. 'Cause I was like, this girl's going to take me to the Grammys. And I'm going to find it. I don't know what's going on in there. Like somebody beating somebody up in the studio. Crazy pictures. Here she is. I tried to put up a video one time of her. And what happened was, let me full display. Yeah. So I tried to put a video up of her playing the drums. So this was us. Yes. Yep. Yes. Please send her to All right. So I was teaching her how to do like drum fills and things of that nature. So, and that's like what, a year ago? Yeah, about a year ago. So, yeah, that's when I you know, just was trying to teach her a little something and trying to get her more. Thanks, bro. I appreciate it. So yeah, so she plays the drums, and then I told somebody one time that also in the back, you may not be able to see it that well, but in the back, I also have like a upright piano, and we got that from Craigslist when we first moved into our home. We got this entertainment center which we don't have anymore, and the couple was like, you know, they, I think the father learned on it as a kid, and then their children learned on it, and their children are grown, and they didn't want it anymore. So, we hired this company, got them to bring it here. I still have to get it tuned. One day I said I'm gonna sample it, and when I sample it, then I'm gonna offer the samples to everybody and things of that nature. So that's this kind of oh, and also this computer. I think I'm gonna turn my camera around just a little bit. Maybe you can see. So this computer I built. So I built this computer in 2018. I bought all the parts. It's an i5, but it still runs. Old graphics card. It's a 1050 Ti. 32 gigs of RAM. A bunch of programs. It's my workhorse. But so that's kind of my studio. And in terms of like camera gear, everything I used to do, I used to have a Canon 60D. And with that Canon 60D, I didn't know how to autofocus or anything like that, even though autofocus was bad. Now I have the Sony camera, which is giving me the background shot. So if I do my rear facing shot like this, I don't know what those artifacts are or what's going on with that image, but still. Um, This is my normally my rear facing shot, and that's my Sony A7 III. Kind of wide angle right now. In terms of cameras, so I use my cell phone. I have my two webcams. Here, my front facing webcam, which is right here, and then I have my sideways webcam that's right here. So that's in terms of what I have in my studio, and it took time to get here. My speakers are the Atom X's, the Atom X8s. So I have those, paid those off. Thank God. Zounds. Zounds is the joint. I'm telling you, Zounds is the one. All this stuff is Zounds, piece by piece. Oh, there's other little stuff that like when I'm on the go and I want to clear, because I notice sometimes when I would record with my H zoom, I got rid of that. So I have this RK multimedia, the iRig Stream Pro. iRig Stream Pro is pretty good, you know. In order for me to connect my mics to that, I have to use this, and this is like a bullet connector. You just plug this in, and then you can plug this in here, and then you can connect your mics to it. Let me go to a front, and then you can connect your mics to it, which is cool. So just like this. So it's an adapter, which is really cool. So like if I have my MPC Live 2 on the go and I want to record in the car, or if I have the SP44 and I want to record, but I still want that audio to be crisp and clear, I use this. Another thing, do I have it on me? Might be in my pocket. Yep. This was recommended by a friend, and I got the when they came out. He was like, "You should get the Rode Video, the wireless Go mics." So I got this at one time. I've been through a lot of problems with these things. They've been replaced 3 to 4 times. You said you have the Retro too. I like the Retro too. I want the SC, but I would rather have my SC in black and red than the Retro color. I don't know. It just maybe because I never had the Retro. I mean the X, and I wanted it. And I started with the 2000. Then I went to the 4000, and then but I had to use 4000. Kind of got hustled on that one. But anyway, So these are okay, but I noticed that sometimes when you're using them through your phone, through my iPhone, it would just, sometimes the audio don't come out right. And I think it's the phone, it's not these. But these would die and wouldn't it was like, you would trying to charge them up and they would just die. You're like, what the heck? So these have been replaced like 3 or 4 times. So, but this pair that I have right here have worked very well and they've not gone bad. So they're pretty good. I'm looking at those DJI joints because I think they're very good. Um, what else do I have in here? I think that's pretty. Oh, I have the Focusrite. I haven't upgraded. You said you started out on the ASR 10, then got the 2000. So what was the difference that you liked between the ASR 10 and the 2000? Like what made you say, like I'm gonna get the 2000? Because I always wanted the ASR 10. Especially if you see people like Kanye. Kanye used the ASR 10. You know, Alchemist, Knots, Knots going crazy on Machine. I know I got a Focusrite, and Focusrite is dope. Really dope. All right, so let's. I'm gonna demo some sounds. So there's a producer who was on Kenny Beats. You might be typing that. There was a producer who was on Kenny Beats. He came out with basically a sample pack, and that sample pack was basically of him going and recording his upright piano. So I'm gonna go over some of those sounds, and maybe I'll come up with a beat. And no, that's not it. That's not it. That's just me messing with the SP. But let's see. I'm gonna play some of the. I'm gonna play through some of the sounds. Yo, you want to know another cool tip too? You can pad link on the SP404 as well. Like how you can make groups here. I mean, this thing is like a little workhorse. I'm not trying to sell it, you know, or something like that. But I do have links in the description. But at the same time, so that's cool. Uh, uh. Oh, really? You said you was a big Sonic fan. You had the EPS before the ASR 10. Yeah, yeah. A lot of people talked about it. There was a guy I used to watch a lot. So it was like us, Nate. It was me, Nate, Jazzmatic, Very Sick Beats. Dang, my man, man. So a lot of people we used to like talk. There was one guy. He would review albums, but before he reviewed albums, he got an EPS and he started sampling with the EPS. He just wanted it just to get that vintage feel. Oh, I like that one right there. Shoot. Hmm. One, two, one, two. That's a lot of things I don't have. I need to get more. You know what I didn't talk about? I still have Machine. You know, I still have it, even though I don't. Yeah, I was like, and I mean, the dude is fly. Like he uses Ableton, and like he be making his beats on the fly. It's like I gotta work harder to get better. Like I teach my daughter piano as well as she goes to a piano instructor. So, but I want to be able to play better. Like dude really plays. And he just says things like, make sure you take um basically he's telling you to take like so many hours of the day. And I think I'm gonna get back into that too. I want to do where I do like a challenge where we come in and I saw another producer do this. And Nick Mara said this too. He's like, if you practice keys a week, like if you start out with C and you practice C, and then after you practice C and you move to D and you keep doing it and you do that for a year, he said you'll progress, you know. He said, and then he's like, do all 12 keys. That's how he learned. Nick Mara, he worked with Juice World and, Internet Money and all these different people. What's up, man? How you feeling? All right, so this is a producer. His name is Spell. Spell was a producer who kind of like got notoriety from Kenny Beats, and then from that, I think he either got second place or he won a Kenny Beats battle, and then after that, he just started making a bunch of. He might be from Australia, but I'm not sure. And he came out with a pack. So this pack is basically like he went somewhere and he played this upright piano and he recorded the upright piano. So that's what this is. And I'm just going through the sounds, before I like kind of make a beat or something like that. But this is why I was kind of trying to say that there's some aspects of the Machine Plus that I like me going through these, I could favorite these sounds. I could go and say, yeah, I'm gonna work with that later. I'm gonna work with that later. Let me favorite that. With with the machine, with the MPC, you basically make a program out of it. Yeah, I'm gonna use that, you know. But you got 8 banks, which is cool though. So, and it's a beat. I was working on a Nas. It's a different beat. I changed it up, and so that's where these drums are coming from because I kind of just looked for acapella. Now it's gonna be a Nas remix. So, so that's what I'm messing with these drums. All right, let me see what I got going on here. Oh, another thing that I love about this too is standalone. I really like the VSTs in here as well. I gotta get that Juro. I did I like the Mini D. I like the Air Flavor Pro. I like I go into the OPX a little bit. I like some of the sounds there. I really like the Jura, or the Juru or whatever it's called, the Juro. I'm gonna get that one. So maybe they'll cut some summer deals and some summer breaks, and we'll get into that. If you're looking for subscribe, join the channel. Let's create a community. Let's share. Let's be a part of you know just growth. I got sample packs. I got a bunch of. It is dope. I you know I need to review it myself. I'm gonna get it and review it. Another one I wish they would bring what was it called? Hype beat or something like that. It was like a play on gross beat. I mean, really dope. I loved it. I used it for a sample pack as well. I would take it and add like scratches to the sample and stuff like that. It was really cool. See what I just messed up. I don't want that. That's not his kid. Spell, spell, spell. And it's called a spell pack too. Ooh. I got that Alchemist on it. Flex beat. Yeah, man. They need to bring that to the standalone, man. Flex beat is tight. Even though, you can go in here and you can slow down and warp stuff. But everybody. Woo! Yeah, I think I'm gonna do some go back. Oh, another people that got some dope samples, sample that. Dope. Dope. All right. So yeah, here. Back. Another track. So, in the background, I'm opening up an instance of Maschine. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to use some of the VSTs, even though I can do that in, I could do that in the MPC software if I wanted to. I'm gonna give that a minute to open up. So let me. Shout out to Lifted Noise too. He's been releasing some dope videos lately. Yeah, just giving it a minute to find the beat. I keep saying 119. Go. we'll go back and I'm gonna label everything afterwards. Just trying to find some drums. That's one thing I would say I don't like about Pete Butcher stuff is that he don't put the BPM on his breaks. So you have to go. You have to find the BPM. So going in right now. What I'm doing is I'm just grab nudge. So it's like 71. Yeah. And then the actual sample is about. I think I had it at 80. Let's try 85. Boom. Nope. 83. Try 81. My man Reggie Reg. What's up, bro? How you feeling? All right. So now that I got what did I say? 77? We'll take it up to 77. Black beautiful. Why are we trying to find black beautiful? Ignore right now. Ignore all. Just trying to upload a program. All right. So with that, we go back to about 81%. Reggie Reg, man, commented. Oh, you doing well? Thanks, man. I'm gonna try to get it together. Try to get it together. Let me go ahead and finish cooking. All right, I'm gonna put something back. I'm too fast. Look at 71. Yeah. All right. So now I can pitch shift the drum. Not pitch, but I'm going to time stretch. We'll be 71 right on it. Just time stretching right now. That's basically what I'm doing. All right. That's all I'm doing right now. So just trying to get the beat together, get it popping, get it moving. Hey, you have a good one, man. See you later. I'm still here, guys. I'm gonna keep cooking up. Track 4. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm just gonna duplicate the drum track to get like 4 bars. So I can't afford trillion, so I have to go and get my favorite bass, which is the Scarby Rickenbacker bass. Oh, you can't hear that. All right, so I think I need to go into that instrument, and I need to set that up so that on preferences, audio, no, it's coming straight through the focus. So let's see if that can be. That's some of the things I gotta say. Ah, you can hear it now. Ready, go. Come on. All right, two, ready, go. Do that again. Boom, two, ready. All right. Why? Hey. What's up, everybody? We got 6 people on here. Make sure you like this joint. Oh, I hope it sounds good. What's up, everybody? We got 6 people on here. Make sure you like this joint. Ah. Oh, I hope it sounds good. All right, I still gotta work on this mic. What's up, everybody? We got 6 people on here. I don't know why this camera's looking like this, but it is 1:26. Maybe I can find something else real quick and make another quick beat real quick. But this is just a skeleton. Of course, it ain't come out the way I want it. Hey, all right. Let me save that. There we go. Okay. Ooh, am I putting stuff in the screen that should not be in the screen? Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum. So just saving that project. I think I'm gonna call it a wrap. I thank you all for coming on. I thank you all for taking the time to sit with me and just watch me make a beat, something like that. You know, I'm one of the ones. I try to talk and entertain, but it's kind of hard to talk and entertain. So I'm more or less the one that's making the beat, stuff like that, trying to find ideas to build a sketch. Um, if you're looking for anything, I got links in the description, things of that nature. But I truly enjoyed everyone that stayed and watched things of that nature. I appreciate you guys. Really do. All right. So, but I do want to play one beat if I can find it. I don't think it's in this track. Let's see. No, I know exactly. Let me see if it's here. This is one track I want to play. No. Let's see if it's here. Loading a lot. I don't think it's this one either, but I'm gonna try this one. Definitely not that. I think this is it. It may or may not be. No.
Wake up. The day sun is shining on you.
Yeah. Anyway, let me see. This might be it. I doubt it. No. Let me try this untitled. I'm not sure. No. Definitely don't think Whip is it. I'm losing y'all. think this is it either. How about the green one? Nah. I don't know. Maybe this is it. I'm not sure. Yeah, I think this is it. This is this is it. This is it. Woo! Took forever to find this. I don't have the tool on. That's one. Y'all remember that one? This is the one I wanted to play. This right here. I think we'll leave on this note. Everybody, y'all have a good one. Make sure you support the channel. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share. Support your brother. Also, remember to praise God. Love God. Put him in your heart. This essence inside of us does not belong to us. It belongs to God. Praise him, worship him, glorify him. Don't fight against him. I don't want to hear about that universe stuff either. Praise him, love him, put him in your heart. Make sure he's number one. You owe it to him because this does not belong to us. This life is temporary. Love him. Oh. Yep. All right, everybody. We about to hit the sack. Thank you for taking your time with me, even though it might have been some dull moments. Thank you for sharing with me. Thank you for everybody that came on and participated. And y'all have a great weekend. Enjoy yourselves. God bless.